All right, I'm going to be teaching the grade 5s and 6 how to do long division. Okay, long division. I'm gonna be making some examples. All right, let's say we are being given 5,620 divided by 20. Now, in this case, we are going to draw this bus having the driver and the 5,620 kids in it. All right, I know that's not possible, but in that case, it's okay. We're gonna use it as a perfect example for now. Okay, so we're going to start by saying 5 divided by 20 is going to give us how much? 0. And then we say 0 multiplied by 20 gives us how much? It's going to give us 0. In that case, we say 5 minus 0 gives us how much? 5. And then we bring down 6. And then we're going to start by saying 56 divided by 20 gives us how much? So in that case, we check how many times can 20 go into 50? Like how many 20s are in 56? There's only 2. All right, so 2, we're going to multiply it with the driver. It's going to give us how much? It's going to give us 40. Now, in that case, we say 6 minus 0 gives us how much? 6. 5 minus 4 gives us how much? 1. And then we bring down the 2. All right, now in this case, you can see that 162 is such a big number, and you cannot be able to actually divide it without using a calculator. But in this case, I'm going to show you the trick and the shortcut to be able to actually divide it without using a calculator. So I normally use this with my learners. I call it the addition method. So we add all the drivers, which is 20. We add a lot of drivers until we get to the answer that we actually want, right? So we're going to say 20 plus 20 gives us how much? 40. Plus 20 gives us how much? 60. Plus 20 gives us how much? 80. Plus 20 gives us how much? 100. Plus 20 gives us how much? 120. Plus 20 gives us how much? 140. Plus 20 gives us how much? 16. Now, when you check, if we add extra 20, it's not going to be able to give us 162. So that means we can be able to end here. And then in this case, we're going to count how many 20s do we actually have here that add up to 160. It's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So our answer is going to be 8 here. Perfect. So now we are going to say 8 multiplied by 20 gives us how much? It's going to give us 160. Okay, now we're going to subtract just the same we have been actually doing there. So it's going to be 2 minus 0 gives us how much? 2. So 6 minus 6 gives us how much? Gives us 0. 1 minus 1 gives us how much? 0. And then we bring down the other 0. So in this case, we say 20 divided by 20 gives us how much? Gives us 1. So we are still going to continue with the same process and say 1 multiplied by 20 gives us how much? It's going to be 0, 0, 20. In this case, we now finalize our answer by saying 0 minus 0 gives us how much? 0. 2 minus 2 gives us how much? 2. 0. 0 minus 0 gives us how much? 0. 0 minus 0 gives us 0. So therefore, okay, let me write it here. Therefore, we can finalize by saying 5,620 divided by 20 gives us how much? 281. 281. Since, well, there's no remainder here, we don't need to be able to write a remainder here. But if there was a number here, then we're going to be able to actually put that as a remainder here. But check out in the comment section